Hey guys, my name is Amber. Welcome back to my channel, Amber Reads Romance. Today I'm doing a quick little video, hopefully it's pretty quick, of some of my most anticipated releases for 2024. I've almost been doing booktube. It's going to be a year now at the start of the new year. So this is my first time doing this. I thought it'd be fun to do some of the anticipated releases or releases that I know of so far that are coming out in 2024 to give you guys some info, maybe release dates, a little synopsis. Some of them don't have a lot of information yet. So I wanted to do 24 books for 2024. Okay, so I actually had quite a few videos I needed to film this weekend, but unfortunately I have to get 2 root canals done on Saturday, tomorrow, when I was planning on like filming Saturday, Sunday, and then Christmas is on Monday. And so I'm not really going to be up to filming. I know it's going to be really painful, so I needed to just fit this video because I had some end of the year videos I wanted to do. I might not be able to get those up since I'm not able to film this weekend, so I'm probably going to get those up after the new year. Mostly I kind of wanted to get like my 2023 top reads, my 6-star reads, stuff like that. So I'm hoping I can get another video done later in the week maybe, but I wanted to get this one up and do it really quickly, so I'm not looking my best right now. I just got home from work, but I really wanted to give you guys just at least this video of the 2024 releases. So these are releases that at least we know about. I'm a big indie I love indie authors and supporting indie authors, so a lot of times they don't like post or announce their books. Like Sam Mariano literally told us like the week that she was putting, like a week or two before she put out her most recent release. So those are obviously going to come up throughout the year, but these are the releases that I know of so far that I think sound really good. So let's go ahead and dive right into some of my anticipated releases. The first one I want to bring up is Wild Love by Elsie Silver. This is going to be a new series. She says it's kind of like in the same world as Chestnut Springs, but it's like a whole new series, a whole new family, a whole new group. So I believe it has something to do with the music industry too, because I think the guy like owns a record label or recording studio. I don't know. I'm not sure. But this is going to be the first book in the Rose Hill series. And this is basically what she's let us know, is that it's like the same group, same world, but different people. It's going to be a best friend's little sister, single dad, billionaire, I believe. So I'm all in. I loved Chestnut Springs, and I'm excited for what else Elsie's going to bring. That one's going to be releasing April 9th. Now, these are the dates that were listed on Goodreads, so obviously they're subject to change. They may be delayed, all of that, but these are the estimated release dates. The next one that I'm so excited for, because I just fell in love with Chloe Walsh this year and the Boys of Tommen series, and that is Taming VII. So Taming VII is going to be, I believe it's book number 5 in the Boys of Tommen series, and this is going to be Gypsy and Claire's romance, and I'm so excited for it. I'm actually finishing Redeeming 6 right now, and it was so emotional. Best books of the year, honestly, for me. Like, they just blew me away, and I'm so excited to get to Gypsy's romance because he's so funny. I love him so much, so I'm very excited for that. That's going to be releasing April 16th. And then another one that I'm super excited about, I just read P.S. You're Intolerable by Julia Wolf. This is going to be the next release in that, and that is Not So Truly Yours. And this is going to be Miles Aldrich's romance. He's kind of like the golden retriever friend, troubled, like younger brother. And I believe, he like has been introduced in the other books. He's a successful business owner. And then I think it says, but to the grumpy girl with cupcakes, he's something he he's like a fake boyfriend or whatever. So should be interesting. Another Grumpy Sunshine, maybe a reverse Grumpy Sunshine in this one. So I'm very excited for that. That's going to be coming out in June. So right now it says June 6th. Then, of course, we have the next release in the Liz Tom Ford series, The Windy City. This is going to be book number 4. This is a play along. I still have to read the 3rd book, so I'm behind on that. But there's no synopsis that I could see on this one, and since I didn't read the last book, I'm not even sure which couple it is. But that's going to be also releasing in June. Another book that I loved and author that I discovered was Brooke Montgomery. She started her like small town cute ranch series Here With Me. I think it was Here With Me, and then I can't remember what the previous one was. Come With Me? Anyways, we read that for one of our buddy reads, and I absolutely loved it. It was like an ex-boyfriend's dad. The next release is book number 2, and it's a best friend's brother standalone. And it's going to be where the girl falls pregnant from like the wrong guy, and then the hero kind of takes her in and takes care of her. And as I learned with P.S. You're Intolerable, I'm a sucker for like a man that takes care of a woman and her baby when the baby's not his. So I think this is going to be really good. Also, she's supposed to be releasing these other books throughout the year. So we're supposed to get book number 3 in May, book number 4 in August, and then book number 5 in November. Oh, and this release is supposed to be February. So she's going to be having these coming out throughout the year. So I'm very excited for all those releases. The other one that I'm really hoping I get the arc for, and it's going to be happening pretty soon here, is Toxic Love by Jagger Cole. This is going to be releasing January 10th, so it's going to be coming really fast. Jagger Cole is a mafia author that I discovered this year, and I absolutely fell in love with, I think it's the Dark Heart series. But I absolutely loved it. If you've watched my channel, you've seen me go through that. And I've gotten the last 3 or 4 arcs from them, so I'm hoping I get this one too. And this is going to be basically the start of a new series. It's the Venomous God series. So this is Toxic Love, and it says it's a standalone dark mafia blistering steamy enemies to lovers romance with a smart good girl heroine and an ultra possessive morally gray dark hearted hero with a look at her and all in live you energy. So that sounds about right for Jagger Cole. So that's going to be coming out soon in January. So let's hope that I get the arc for that one. Now, another one that I'm hoping I get the arc for is the second release for Serena Ackroyd is writing as G.A. I think it's Mazurki. And she is writing hockey romances. So this one is A Waiting Game, and this is the second book in that series. And it's going to be releasing January 22nd. And this is like a cam girl, I think a one-night stand with like the hockey star, and I think he's actually like one of her fans kind of thing. So that should be really fun. One that I want to read, but I don't know if I'm going to get to, is King of Sloth, because I only read the first book in that series, so I still need to continue. I think I only read King of Wrath, so I really need to continue with that series. But King of Sloth is coming out in April 30th, and it's a reverse Grumpy Sunshine, Playboy billionaire, and I believe the heroine is the Grump, and she's a publicist. So... and they've been like brought up in the previous book, so people that have actually read the whole series are probably going to know them more than me. The other one that I'm really excited for is I really love Juliet Cross, and she is releasing The Wraith King. Now, I'm not sure if this is the most accurate release date, because I know she had to change some things around, but it's supposed to release January 30th. And this is, I'm just going to kind of read kind of a little bit what I have. A brutal, bloody war against the ruthless Wraith King has cost the Light Fae more than innocent lives. Una Heartstone, Princess of Essos, learns the price of the Wraith King's demands to end the war once and for all. Her, in exchange for the safety of her people, she agrees to give her life and her body to her greatest enemy. I mean, that sounds perfect. So I'm so excited for that. I can't wait for that one to come out. So here's hoping that that is going to be releasing in January too. I am trying to get the arc for the new K. Webster release, which is The Heart of Smoke. And this is an MM romance, and it's a dark taboo kind of romance, which is what K. Webster does. It's what we love. And this one is basically, they describe it as an enemies to lovers, male-male romance, and he's obsessed with his psychiatrist. And I don't know if he captures him, but like he wants to keep his psychiatrist. He doesn't want to get better. He wants a psychiatrist. So that should be really interesting. And that one releases on January 29th. So an exciting historical romance coming out is for Tessa Dare. I did the Summer of Tessa Dare, and I absolutely loved going into like the backlist and reading a bunch of her books. So I absolutely love that. And so she has a release, The Bride Bet, and it's supposed to be releasing January 15th. And this is like two sworn enemies. I believe they kind of, okay, so it says, once upon a time, two sworn enemies, the bookish daughter of a scholar and the devilish heir to a duke, made a pact. If they were both still single in 10 years, they would marry each other. But when the Duke of Wesley returns a decade later, he's serious about them being together. She thinks this can't be serious. She tries to get him to like get out of it, and he's dedicated to changing her mind. So this sounds quirky, funny, like perfect Tessa Dare. So I'm really excited for that one. Then I have Savor It by Tara DeWitt. I just read my first book by Tara DeWitt this last year, and I absolutely loved it. It was like the funny feelings. I thought it was so funny and feel good and very sweet. And this is one where I believe her fiance or boyfriend, I can't remember, like ends things with her, and then he's like getting engaged and married to somebody else, and so she doesn't want the town to feel sorry for her, so she's trying to enter this competition, and she gets this like Michelin star chef's help because he's in a bad place, and so they kind of come to an agreement for him to help her and her to help him. So sounds really cute, and that's going to be releasing May 21st. Okay, then I have Bride by Allie Hazelwood. She has been doing those really cute contemporary workplace ones, and this is a big change for her. It's going to be like a kind of supernatural, paranormal kind of thing, where it's going to be, it's a dangerous alliance between a vampire bride and an alpha werewolf become a love deep enough to sink your teeth into. And so I think it'll be really interesting to see her paranormal type of romance. That's going to be releasing February 6th. Then we have Twilight of Embers. I got contacted by Tessa Hill. She offered me to like do an arc, so I'm hoping I'm going to get that. And it's actually a reverse harem of dragon shifters. So I thought that really sounded amazing. So I was like, sign me up. That's going to be coming out January 19th. Then we have Girl Abroad by Elle Kennedy. This one sounded really good. It's going to be like a daughter of a retired rock star. She goes to study abroad for like a year, I believe, in London. And has roommates, they're guys. And she starts to fall for two of them. Like one was like, I think a musician. Let me see here. Okay. So she's falling for not one, but two men, a rugby player and a musician with a girlfriend. So sounds angsty, sounds good. I can't wait for that one. It's going to be releasing February 13th. Then I am hoping I get the arc for this one because I just read Victoria Lum this year and I really loved her book. And this one is When the Hearts Ignite. This is releasing February 21st. And this is like an angsty billionaire romance. Boss, employee, billionaire, all of that. Don't know that much. There wasn't like a full synopsis on it yet on Goodreads. So I'm hoping I get the arc for that one because I really enjoyed her writing in the arc that I read this year. And then a couple by Penelope Douglas. I don't really know a lot about them. First, we have Pirate Girls. This is releasing March 21st, and this is a Fall Away spin-off story. So I just started trying to finish the Fall Away series this year. And so I think this is like second generation of that. So interested to finally catch up, hopefully. And then Five Brothers, which is releasing July 30th. And then I believe this is like kind of the brothers of a character off of that Triss 6 Venom or whatever book that she had. I didn't read it because I didn't really want to read. It didn't really sound that great to me, and I read some bad reviews. So I honestly didn't read that one. So Penelope Douglas is, that one's going to be one woman learns the secrets of the 5 Jagger brothers. So those are 2 releases by them that should be interesting. I need the goal to finally read Magnolia Parks and read that series. So I added this one in here. I don't know if I'll get to it, but it's the Magnolia Parks Into the Dark, by Jessa Hastings. This is the 5th book in that series. And that releases February 13th. Then there's If You Hate Me by Helena Hunting. This is a enemies to lovers, brother's best friend hockey romance. And that's all I know. But I love Helena Hunting's hockey romances, so I think this should be fun. And then that's going to be releasing March 7th. Another historical romance, which I'm also not caught up in the series, but I think it's going to be big, is going to be The Wickedness of a Highlander by Lisa Brighten. This is releasing February 14th. And it is the 4th book in the Midnight in Scotland series. And I don't really think she had the blurb listed yet on that one. I might be wrong. Oh, no, I think she did, and I didn't have time to put it down. I'm sorry, you guys. Another L. Kennedy that we have is the Dixon Rule. That's why I'm trying to read the off-campus series to catch up, because this is the 2nd generation of that. And this is the 2nd book in the Campus Diaries, where it's like their kids. So that one releases May 14th. Then I have The Pucking Wrong Date by C.R. Jane. I just read the Pucking Wrong Number. I freaking loved it. It was my first book by C.R. Jane, so I want to finish this series, continue with this series. This is, I can't remember if it's the 3rd or 4th book, but it said it's Walker's book, and they didn't have a blurb yet. So another mention that I want to bring up is A God of War by Rena Kent, because I am not reading it because I'm trying to read her reading order and to catch up to her new releases. So I have no idea when that'll ever happen, honestly. But I know people are absolutely loving this series. This series is the reason I started to read Rena Kent again. So I definitely know this is going to be one of the biggest hits of the year. So I just want to mention God of War. That's going to be releasing August 29th. So those are my anticipated releases. I'm not sure if I had the full 24 here because I was trying to put my list together at work, which is kind of messed up, but I had to get stuff done. But I hope that you guys are as excited for 2024 as I am. Let me know some of your anticipated releases. If I forgot something, I'm sure I did. Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you can, please remember to like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. And then I hope I get this up before the new year for you guys, depending on how I'm doing. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video or maybe in the new year.